Hey everyone, it's Jennifer. I'm excited to be able to share this video with you today. I am catching up on my project life, and this is kind of where I'm at right now. It's not done, but it's a lot further than it was before. So just a little bit of a backstory. I had started with the 12 by 12 album in January, got a few months into it, and then just kind of I don't know, just it stopped, and I was having a hard time doing it, and so I kind of decided not too long ago that I wanted to try and swap to the 6 by 8, and so that's what I did with this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my 12 by 12 because I do have, I think, January through March done. And so I'm going to finish out with April, May, and June. So basically the first 6 months of the year are going to be the 12 by 12, and then the rest is going to be 6 by 8. So a couple things that I'm thinking about too is this is July through the third week in October, I believe. And I think I'm going to end this one here, and then I'm going to do one for November, and then of course my December daily. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I think I'm just going to switch to 6 by 8 all the way starting in the new year. It just seems, for me personally, it's not as overwhelming as a 12 by 12. I had always done 12 by 12, and I liked it, but it just tended to get very overwhelming at times. So this went a lot better for me. And even going back to July, sorry, my dogs are barking and I don't even know what. But even going back to July with this one and having to go through all that and do it, it was a lot easier in this 6 by 8. I did choose to use a kit. This will be the same kit that I started with in January. This is the Project Life Dreamy Edition by Heidi Swapp. I had gotten it on clearance at Michael's. I don't remember how much for, but I really liked the colors and I liked the design. And my plan was, this is the first kit I had ever purchased, first core kit I had ever purchased. And so you get 616 cards. I mean, it is just absolutely, still, even doing what I've done so far, I still have all this left. So what I did is I went ahead and did all of July through the last week that I did in here in this kit, and I will continue January through March, and my 12 by 12 was done in this kit, and then I'll finish out the 12 by 12 album in this kit. So almost the entire year is going to be this kit. Now November and December are going to be, December is going to be my December daily, and in November I have some fall cards that I'm going to use. Like I said, I had never done a core kit before, and so I decided when I purchased this one that that's what I wanted to do because it would make it easier. And I have liked it, but I do think I'm going to go back to doing more themed cards, like having the fall cards for October, November, having summer themed ones, and maybe purchasing the smaller packs of cards you can get nowadays. You know, Simple Stories, My Mind's Eye, all of them. You know, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, online, you can purchase the smaller packs of cards. And even the Becky Hagans, I have purchased a few of the smaller ones. And so I think that's what I'm going to do versus doing another large core kit. For two reasons. One, it was a little bit easier having everything in one spot. But at the same time, it gets a little monotonous. And I would like the variety. And then two, like I said, look at, I've got so much left. And I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. I know some people break them up and sell part of the kits. I may do that. I may just use it for cards. I may gift it to someone. I'm not sure. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get into it. Now, at this point, a couple other things. I kind of screwed up because I didn't realize that there's two different 6 by 8 binders, at least two that I know of. And one is the 3 ring and then one is the 2 ring. And so I originally purchased 2 of these. One is my prayer binder, and then I had this one as an extra. Now these are 3-ring, and then the, what is it? I think Bo Bunny has a 3-ring. And that's originally what I found at Hobby Lobby. And so I purchased the 3-ring, and I purchased the 3-ring page protectors. So then I started purchasing stuff from Recollections and Simple Stories, and I'm not quite sure what else, but anyways, they ended up being 2-ring, and when I went to put stuff together, I realized my mistake. So I'm finishing out with the 3-ring for this one, and I'm going to be swapping to the 2-ring. I do have some more of these page protectors. I think I might go ahead and buy another album like this or 2, just to finish those ones out for different projects. But I will be swapping to the 2-ring. I have purchased the Recollections albums from Michaels, and they are 2-ring, and then I've been purchasing the the Snap page protectors, which are 2-ring. So anyways, so I discovered that was my mistake. So I do have 2 page protectors in here that are from the Snap set that I just repunched holes in them and was able to use those. But anyway, so I'm going to get into it right now. All I have my pictures in here, and I have the cards in here. And then I went in and got these little sticky notes and just wrote the date and like what we were doing. So my album actually starts on July 3rd. This is, we did fireworks a day early with my grandbaby. So I did that, and then I put the cards in, and you can just see different things that had happened. And now I did not think too much about which cards went where, because the whole kit goes together. Basically the biggest thing is I just tried to make sure I had journaling spots, so I could write out, different things that happen. Okay, so this is one of the Simple Stories ones, and I had to repunch the holes in this because I had specifically printed, I had several pictures that needed to go in here, and so I had specifically printed them on this size. Used this page protector before I realized, this is what made me realize that I had 2 different styles, but it worked out. Like I said, I punched holes in it. But like I said, I just went through, and since all the cards pretty much coordinated, it wasn't really hard. So in that sense, the core kit is nice, but I just tried to make sure I had spots to journal in and do all that. Some pages don't have any pictures like this. Some have a lot. See, like this one will have a whole lot, but it worked out well. So, and I'll go back and I will journal, will be my next part. Excuse me, tongue tied. Adding the journaling in will be my next step to this. And then after that, I'll probably go back and do any embellishing or such that I want to. So like I said, this is all July 3rd. Through, I don't know if I dated the other one. Yes, yeah, this is as far as I got with the dates, was back here. So I need to go back and do the dates. And all I did was I added the date and just a little note to remember what had happened that day. So it's really simple. Oh, and I may, at this point I'm not going to, but I may go back later with my corner rounder and go ahead and round the corners of the pictures, just because the cards are rounded, just to kind of give it more of a clean look. Okay, and then this is the other one that I did punch the holes in. I had ordered these from Simple Stories, which maybe I've been living under a rock because I don't know how long they've been around, but I discovered that they had these small page protectors, and so I bought several packets of these from scrapbook.com because I was very excited to have the vertical, be able to do the vertical photos of the 4x6 and then the horizontal photos of the 3x4. So, as you can see, like this doesn't have any cards, but then we'll flip to this and I'll be able to put, here. So when going through, hopefully with the journaling in place, it'll make sense. This is the last page. This will be it for this one, and then I'm going to do a separate one for November, and then of course my December daily. I do need to add kind of like a cover page to this, I feel like, so it kind of starts it off and makes sense versus just opening it up and seeing just pictures. So I have to decorate the cover, which is, isn't a big deal. I'll just kind of probably keep it simple. I did get it a little bit dirty, but I'll figure out a way to cover that up. But that's where I'm at right now. I am kind of excited because I have made quite a bit of progress, in my opinion, for me and for what I've done. I've just done little bits over the last couple weeks. I went in first and put my pictures in. And what I did, okay, and I'll explain to you with my pictures too. What I did is I knew I was starting in July. So I went back and looked at the calendar and basically sectioned my pictures, the first week, July, whatever to whatever. And then the second week and the third, so that pictures, when I printed them, would kind of be grouped together how I wanted to put them in here. And then like I said, then I went through and started putting them in here. And then I went back and put the cards in here. Now I'll do the journaling and then add any embellishments around the corners, the kind of the finishing touches. So I'll probably do the cover last. I'm not totally worried about it. Like I said, I kind of want to just cover up. But I want to get the book itself done. And then eventually I'll go back to my 12 by 12 and get it finished up. I think once this is done, I'll feel a little bit better about it. And I can go back and do my 12 by 12 at whatever pace, works and get it done. But yeah, I think for right now, like I said, I'm going to stick to the 6 by 8. I really liked it. It worked a lot better for me and it wasn't quite as overwhelming. So anyways, that's just an update of where I'm at with my project life. I have a lot of videos to catch up on. I have a Dollar Tree haul, and hopefully I will have a Christmas project haul. I've been trying to work on tags and such. I still, have ways to go on those, but I'm trying to work on projects here and there and a little bit at a time. And then I also will be doing a low carb video soon. I know that I don't have very many people that watch those, but I do have a few. So if I can inspire even one person, then hopefully it'll help. But anyways, thank you so much for watching and I hope you have a great day. Bye.